Howdy, y'all. Alright. I'm trying to do my best Sandy Cheeks accent, but it is not working. I wish I was back in Texas with all that pecan pie. That accent is terrible. Let's act like I never did that, okay? I should probably take this jacket off because these tassels, they might be a bit of a fire hazard. Hey guys, my name is Cameron and welcome back to my channel, Which Way to Wicked, where we talk about all things love, light, and especially tarot. Okay, so guys, today we are going to be finding out why do people stare at you. Okay, so if you want to find out all those spicy details as to why people can't take their eyes off of you, then let's go ahead and take a look at your group picks today, friends, okay? So here are your group picks today. So for group number 1, we have this Midnight Bat chocolate cookie kit. Okay, and then for group number 2, we have this Morton's iodized salt so that we can protect ourselves from the scary and spooky beasties that are going to be out on Halloween night. Okay, so then last but not least, we have for group number 3, this Skull Sugar Cookie Kit. Okay. So, guys, I want you to go ahead and take a deep breath in. And now I want you to let it out. And now I want you to close your eyes. And as you close your eyes, I want you to think about why do people stare at you? Why can't people take their eyes off of you, okay? And then whenever you feel ready, please open your eyes, and whichever pile or group your eyes lands on first, then that, my dear, is going to be the reading for you today. Now, if you feel called to more than one group here, then definitely feel free to check out those corresponding messages as well. And as always, I will have the timestamps listed down in the description box below. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into your reading today, friends, okay? Hello, group 1. So, if you chose this Midnight Bat cookie kit, then hey, hello, friends. This is going to be your reading today, okay? So, let's go ahead and take a look at your tarot cards today. So, Spirit, for group 1, why do people stare at them? Wow. Okay, guys, so that was a whole river of cards, and we are literally going to take it, okay? Wow. Guys, the cards that are coming through are so freaking beautiful, okay? So for the back of the deck energy, we have the Lovers coming through, and then we also have the High Priestess, we have the Emperor, the 3 of Swords, and then we also have the 10 of Wands coming through as well. So guys, first of all, just talking about the astrological signs that are making an appearance, I do see some Gemini energy with the Lovers. I also see some Cancerian and Pisces energy, and I'm also getting a bit of Aries energy as well. So you could be one of those signs, Sun, Moon, Rising, or in Venus, or this could simply be representing the overall vibe that you give off to other people, and maybe perchance that is why you catch people's eyes, right? Because of the vibe that you're just like throwing out there, okay? So guys, let's talk about these cards, right? First of all, with the 3 of Swords, I feel like this is like the elephant in the room, so we are going to discuss that stuff right now. So the 3 of Swords, this talks about going through a heartbreak. This talks about going through a lot of pain, a lot of endings within your life, especially emotional endings that cause you a lot of emotional turmoil. So I'm getting the idea here that people stare at you because of the fact that you seem as though you have been going through some type of tragic circumstances. I feel like people just get the vibe that you have been through some dark stuff and some darker times within your life. But what I find to be so beautiful is that even though people see you as somebody who is almost carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders with this Ten of Wands coming through, they also see you as somebody who is taking all that pain, taking all of that weight, that burden, and you are carrying it like a pair of wings. And the reason why I'm saying that is because with the Three of Swords, if you look at this woman, she does look like she has gone through like a heartbreak. She looks like she has been through so much, and yet here she is holding this a bird almost. And the bird, whenever I look at the bird, it just makes me think about being free, because birds are free, they can fly, right? And I feel as though birds, they don't really feel as much worry, as much stress as we humans do, right? And I'm just getting the idea that people get the vibe that even though you have been through some darker moments, even though you have been through some really challenging times, they see you as somebody who doesn't let that weight bring you down. Instead, you carry it so beautifully, and you try to find a way to learn from the experiences that you have been dealt with so that you can grow and evolve and ultimately go through a glow up, right? And be able to get through these harder times stronger and more graceful than ever before. And so I do feel like you are somebody who is very graceful under pressure. You are somebody who, even whenever you are going through so much turmoil, you are always able to remain very calm. You are always able to find a reason to be happy. And sometimes that only reason that you can find to be happy is the fact that even though you're not happy with what you are going through, you are able to become happy because you know that you are learning and you are growing from these darker moments. So I think that your ability to always find ways to be happy, your ability to find ways to smile during the tough times, that is what causes people to stare at you. That is what causes people to not be able to take their eyes off of you, because of the fact that you are not only able to grow from the experiences that you are being dealt with, but you become stronger. You become more fierce. And the reason why I'm saying that is because we literally have the Emperor coming through. And the Emperor, this talks about somebody who is building the life of their dreams. This is somebody who, even if they have to start from absolutely nothing, they will slowly but surely take those steps into the life that they want to live, and they will never give up. Even when times get tough, they will keep on treading, they will keep on walking towards the life of their dreams, towards this place that they imagine for themselves, that they want to be able to be in the future. And I just think that that ability that you have to just buckle down and keep on going, that is something that people find to be so attractive. That is a quality that people just find to be so freaking sexy, and that is another reason why people are always staring at you. And at the end of the day, with the High Priestess coming through, I'm just getting this idea that people see you as somebody who is like an onion. And the reason why I say an onion is because an onion has layers, right? And I feel like you are the type of person who, whenever people first meet you, I feel like they first see the pain that you have been dealt with. They get the vibe that you have been going through a darker time. They also get the idea that you are a very strong and determined individual with the Emperor coming through. And then they start to think that there must be something else underneath it all. And I just feel like overall you give off these very like mysterious vibes, because I am kind of getting the idea here that you are somebody who, it takes a minute for you to open up to others. It takes more than one encounter to get you to really peel back the layers and to become more open and more communicative with other people. And I think that that could be because of the fact that you have had to go through challenging times. It could be because of the fact that maybe you have been betrayed or hurt in love or in your friendships. And so I do find you to be somebody who is a bit quiet whenever you first meet others. You do keep more to yourself and you keep your emotions kind of under wrap, under lock and key. But I do think that no matter how much you keep those emotions under lock and key, people can see that underneath it all, you are a very soft person. I feel like people get the vibes that even though you take a while to open up to people, they feel like once you do open up that you have so much love and so much joy and so much happiness to give. And I do think that they are able to see that happiness that you have in spades from the way that you are able to smile through the pain, through the way that you are always able to see the bright side even whenever you are going through your darkest moment. So at the end of the day, the reason why people stare at you is because you really are this big mystery. And I feel like people are almost like Sherlock Holmes in the way that they are trying to find out who you are underneath that gaze of yours. They're trying to find out who you are whenever you do decide to open up more. And I do think that at the end of the day, with the Lovers card coming through, people just see you as somebody who is so freaking beautiful. They see you as somebody who would make the perfect lover, the perfect friend, and that is why people are staring at you. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at your oracle cards. Okay, so Spirit, for group 1, can we get some extra messages, please? Why do people stare at them? Why are people looking at them and they just cannot look away? Yes, oh my gosh, guys, that literally makes so much sense. You know what? I think I'm just gonna keep that card because I feel like that is literally all we need. So let's get some extra messages, please, for group 1. Why do people stare at them, Spirit? Ooh, okay, guys, yeah. Look at that. Yeah, oh my gosh. Yeah, guys, I mean, literally everything I've been saying, it is just further being represented here in the cards, and it's amazing. It's fabulous. We love when that happens. Wow, guys, that is beautiful. Okay, yeah, wow, guys, look at the back of the deck. We literally have the torch and it says light your own path. So yeah, guys, I mean, you are literally out here just lighting your own path. Whenever you are in the darkest moments, you are the type of person who you will literally like light a match and you will find a way to be happy even when you are going through the most unhappiest of moments. And people see that and people find that to be so beautiful. People find that gift that you have to always be a force of goodness, to always be a force of positivity and of hope, to be so just beautiful and attractive, and that is why people stare at you. People can't take their eyes off of you because of that amazing love and positivity that you have. So let's go ahead and talk about these other cards, right? We also have Fate, we have Wall, we have Nonsense and Wisdom, and then we have Vampire coming through. So guys, first of all, I really am getting the idea with the Vampire. I think that you are the type of person who you do like to keep more to yourself. You like to stay... You kind of like to be your own company and your own best friend because of the fact that you realize just how vampiric people can be, how people can just be these emotional vampires, and you don't want any of that. You find that to be nonsense, and you don't want anybody to come into your life and steal your joy and steal your happiness and to cause you to become unhappy, right? And so I do think that you place a lot of walls, a lot of barricades between yourself and other people. And I think that it is in the way that you kind of distance yourself that causes people to be even more enamored by you, because everybody wants what they can't have, right? And I feel like you are that ultimate catch. You are the person who you set so many like walls between you and other people, and I think that people just want to find out who you are underneath all of those walls. Again, going back to that onion comparison, they want to find out who you are underneath all of the layers, because I do think that even though you do place a lot of barricades between yourself and others, people can't help but see the light that comes through from those walls, right? I feel like you are the type of person who, even whenever you're in the darkest room, you are able to be your own crystal ball. You are able to find reasons to be happy, to find reasons to smile, to find reasons to just get up and dance, even whenever other people, lesser people, would just want to lay down and throw in the towel. You are the type of person who you keep on smiling, you keep on dancing, you keep on finding reasons to be joyous, and that is just so freaking gorgeous, and I love that, and that is why people are always staring at you. But then I also get the idea that you are again the type of person who people see as just being so strong. They see you as somebody who you can go through these really dark moments, but you can find a reason to look at it and become more wise from it. And I feel like you are the type of person who you don't question the things that you have been through. You don't look at your past and ask God or ask the universe, why did you give me such a harder life? Why did I have to go through such a harder lesson? Instead of asking those questions, you thank the universe, you thank God for the life that you have been given, because you realize that you were given these lessons because you were meant to experience it, because you were meant to go through these dark moments so that you can grow, so that you can evolve, so that you can go through these glow ups, and you realize that you would never be the amazing and determined individual that you are today if it wasn't for these harrowing moments that you had to experience. And so people see this kind of spiritual way that you have. People see the way that you are able to carry these burdens of the past, like the weight of a pair of wings, and they just think that that elegance, that sense of grace that you have, that is something that makes you just even more gorgeous and makes you even more beautiful and more eye-catching. And that is why people just can't stop staring at you. They can't stop looking away at you. And I just think that that is so, so, so beautiful. And at the end of the day, I do want to say here, with the vampire card coming through, this makes me, this gives me the idea that I feel like you also help people become aware of the vampires in their own lives. I think that you are the type of person who, even though you set a lot of walls between you and other people, I think that you don't hesitate to be there for others and to talk to people and communicate to other people whenever you also see them going through darker moments. I think that you will really set them aside and try to give them advice and try to help them set these boundaries between them and other people who are not very kind to them, who are not very nice. And I just think that you really help people just be happy on their own. You help people get that independence, and you help people just be able to separate themselves from the things that are holding them down so that they can be able to truly rise and be able to be free, right? So, yes, guys, I just think that people really do appreciate the fact that you are always there for them, that you always offer your time and your love and your energy to people who you feel like are going through darker moments. And I just think that at the end of the day, people really are like Sherlock Holmes here, trying to find out who you are, trying to see if they can get closer to you, if they can get that VIP access. You just have so many people that are staring at you because of the fact that they just want to be next to you. They don't want to have this distance from you. They want to be able to find out who you are underneath all those layers. So yes, guys, at the end of the day, you really are just like a really hot person. You're a hot commodity, because the Lovers card, that literally talks about finding your perfect match. And obviously, anytime I think of a perfect match, I think of somebody who is freaking hot, freaking attractive. They are a looker, so obviously you are a freaking looker, my dear. So yeah, guys, that is the end of this reading today. I hope that you have enjoyed this reading, and if you did, then please make sure to give me a big like and to subscribe to my channel, because I post new videos every Monday and Friday, and I would love to have you stop by this side of TerraTube again sometime, okay? So I love you all so much, and I hope that you have an amazing rest of your day, friends. Mwah. Bye, guys. Hello, group 2. So if you chose the Morton's iodized salt, then hey, hello, friends. This is going to be your reading today, okay? So let's go ahead and take a look at your tarot cards. So Spirit, for group number 2, can we get some messages, please? Why can't people take their eyes off of them? Why do people stare at them, Spirit? Can we get some messages, please? Guys, I feel like I said that weird. I don't know if I was trying to do a country accent or a Scottish accent. It's a mystery even to my own self. So, guys, that is literally so many cards. Oh my goodness, guys. I did not mean to pull that many, but you know what? We're gonna do it, okay? So, Spirit, for the... Did I say Spirit? So guys, group 2, for the back of the deck energy, we have the Ace of Pentacles coming through. Guys, I don't know what's going on. I think that this hat is honestly like cutting off my circulation. I'm like, this hat like weighs so much. I literally have the worst headache right now. So if I start to act like I'm kind of getting faint, maybe you should call the police, because I don't know. I might need to go to the emergency room. So guys, for the other cards, we have the Star coming through. We also have the Three of Wands. We have the Moon card. We have the Knight of Wands. And we also have the King of Cups. So, guys, first of all, in regards to what zodiac signs I'm seeing, I do see a bit of Aquarius energy. I also see some Cancerian and Pisces energy as well. So, you could be one of those signs, Sun, Moon, Rising, or in Venus. Or this could simply just be representing the vibe that you give off to other people, right? So here's the vibe check for you. Okay, that could be your energy. But just talking about this message overall as to why do people stare at you, I'm definitely getting the idea that you are somebody who, you are a very passionate person, because we literally have the Knight of Wands coming through, and this talks about somebody who is really ruled by their heart, and they really allow themselves to be guided by where their heart wants to lead them to. So I'm definitely seeing for you that you are somebody who believes and dreams. You believe in being able to go after the biggest dreams, and you feel like so long as you put the force of your will, the force of all of your passion and determination behind that goal, behind that dream of yours, then you will be able to accomplish it, no matter how big or how bold it may be. And so I'm getting the idea here that the reason why people stare at you is because of the fact that you are able to literally walk into the unknown unknown. You are able to take a step into the unknown future that awaits you, and you are able to just always remain so calm. You are able to remain so positive and so graceful as you walk into this future. And I just think that people find that to be so beautiful, because there are so many people that have these big dreams. They have these big goals and passions for their life and for what they want to do with that life, and yet they always just keep themselves back from attaining those dreams because they feel as though they are too big or too bold. They feel as though they will never be able to accomplish it, that is just silly. And so they keep themselves in this box, and they stay in these jobs and in this life and in relationships that are not bringing them any type of joy, because they were too afraid to go at it alone and to step into this unknown path and to go on this journey of self-discovery, right? They are afraid to do that because it is scary. But you are the type of person who you will go after anything. You are the type of person who, if you are at a job that you are not happy in, if you are in a relationship where you are not feeling any type of joy in, if you are in a place in your life where you are just bored, you will think, what do I need to do? What change do I need to make so that I can be happy, so that I can reclaim my joy, reclaim my happiness, reclaim my passion? And if that involves you having to let go of people or having to let go of a job or a certain way of living, then you will do it in a heartbeat. You will not allow fear of the unknown to keep you in a box or to keep you tied down. And I think that it is in that beautiful, fearless way that you express yourself that people just can't stop looking at you. They find your fearlessness, your ferocity, your bold nature, the way that you just follow your heart, to be so disarming, to be so charming, to be so beautiful. And I just think that at the end of the day, people look at you and they find you to be the most sexiest, hottest person ever, because of the fact that you are just so confident as well. I feel like with this Knight of Wands energy coming through, and especially the Ace of Pentacles, I think that you just see yourself as a prize. You see yourself as the ultimate catch, and because you have that type of confidence, I feel like even if you were walking around in a trash bag, that people would look at you and they will be like, oh my gosh, like, who is that? And I feel like they will follow you wherever you go, right? And I just find that to be so amazing. So I do think that you honestly have a lot of admirers. You have a lot of suitors that are so into you. But I do think that for most of you guys, that they keep that admiration to themselves because of the fact... Sorry guys, my phone was ringing, but let me go ahead and put that aside and let me finish my thoughts. So the reason why people keep that admiration to themselves is because of the fact that because you come off as somebody who is so bold, so confident, I think that people are afraid that if they tell you that they like you, that you would reject them or that you would not be interested in them. And so they are afraid of telling you their feelings, right? And so I do think that people, instead of talking to you, they just kind of admire you from afar. And so you do have like a ton of people that are staring at you and that are just wishing that they can be a part of your life and be a part of your story, right? So let's go ahead and get some extra cards. Wow, guys, that makes so much sense. Honestly though, one of these cards is quite intriguing. I find that to be really interesting. We'll talk more about that in a second. Let's just get your other cards. Spirit, can we get some extra messages, please? Why do people stare at them Okay, that is beautiful. And let's go ahead and get one more card or two more cards. Why do people stare at them? So I feel like this one definitely wanted to come through. And let's get one more card, shall we? So Spirit for group 2. Guys, did I say one more card? Because we have two more cards coming through. Okay, so let's talk about these messages, shall we? So we have the noose coming through. We also have the toad. And we have the wolf. We have servant and goddess. And then we have the heartache card, and we have spiritual cleansing. Okay, so guys, first of all, talking about the toad right here, this honestly makes me think about how sometimes you have to be able to meet some toads before you meet your Prince Charming or your Princess Charming, right? And so I am getting the idea that you have definitely met some toads, especially since we are getting the heartache card coming through. I think that you could have definitely gone through some moments where you were hurt by people who you were in romantic relationships with, or even just like friendships with. And I think that you have had to go through your fair share of toads. And I think that each time you go through these dark moments, each time you have to face the pain of going through a breakup or having a noose like moment with somebody within your life, I feel like each and every time you are able to go through these endings and be able to find a sense of joy, a sense of happiness, especially since we are getting spiritual cleansing coming through. I just think that you are the type of person who, even after you have been rejected and bruised, even when you've had your heart become so broken, you still have this ability to cleanse yourself and to find ways to be happy and to find ways to still be hopeful about the future. And I feel like you really do just wear these like rose-colored glasses, and I feel like even though you've been hurt and loved, you are still so excited about the prospect of being able to find love with somebody else. And even though you have encountered so many toads, you are still looking towards the future and thinking like, yeah, one day I'm gonna meet my Prince Charming, I'm gonna meet my Princess Charming. And I think that you are also able to bring that same type of hope and joy and optimism to other areas of your life as well. I feel like even if you have to go through moments and challenging times to do with your finances, even whenever you have to go through times where you lose your job or you just don't have enough money to support yourself and to be able to live the type of lifestyle that you want to live, I still think that you are able to be hopeful about the future. You are able to look towards the unknown, and you are able to always just see the magic that lies ahead in it. You are always able to just have that sparkle in your eye as you look at the future, and you see it as being a future that is holding so many possibilities. And I just think that that is so gorgeous to see. So at the end of the day, I feel like the reason why people can't stop looking at you is because of the fact that you are literally like a goddess. In fact, I feel like you are like Aphrodite. You are like the goddess of love. You are always able to be this force of love. You are always able to find reasons to be happy and to be excited about what is lying in store for you, and they just find you to be so freaking magical. And I do think that you are just also very beautiful and very just nice on the eyes, right? Because, you know, whenever I think of a goddess, I think about somebody who is just so freaking gorgeous, right? So I just think that at the end of the day, you really are just really attractive. But I'm also getting the idea that even though you are very loving, even though you are able to always find ways to be happy, ways to be hopeful, there is also this really fierce side to you with the wolf card coming through. I feel like people, they see you as somebody who, on one hand, you are very soft, you are very loving, you are very hopeful about the future. But you are also, on the other hand, somebody who is very fierce, very determined. You are somebody who not only are you able to sit back and think about the amazing things that are in store for you, but you also have that audacity to go after it as well. And I just think that so many people, they look at you and they see you as this lone wolf. They see you as somebody who's very confident, very independent on a path of your own. And I think that people, whenever they stare at you, they are hoping and wishing upon any star that they can become a part of your pack, that they can just become a close friend of yours or even become a lover of yours. There are just so many people that wish that they can be friends with you and be a part of your company and a part of your friend group, right? Because of the fact that you just seem like somebody who is so amazing. You seem like somebody who is just living the best life, and people want to be able to also live that type of life with you as well. They feel like if they are around you, then they will be able to also open themselves up to the possibilities that are awaiting them. They feel like they will be able to also attract and go after these amazing opportunities as well. People just feel like if they are around you, then they will be able to kind of be like you as well. And I feel like there are so many people that want to be like you. They want to be as fierce, as hopeful, as optimistic as you are. They want to be as bold as you are so that they can boldly go after their dreams as well. And then at the end of the day, with the servant card coming through, I find this to be very, very interesting because it says delights in serving others with a free and loving heart. So I just think that at the end of the day, you are a very kind person. I feel like even though you have been hurt in love or in friendships, I think that you, again, always continue to look at people and see the best in others. And I think that you always just are a very kind soul to so many people. You always offer your time and services to absolutely anybody, and I think that that endless amount of love that you have, that is why people can't stop staring at you, because of the fact, like, not only are you beautiful on the outside, but you are beautiful on the inside as well. And I just think that that is so fabulous to see. So yes, guys, that is the end of this reading today. I hope that you have enjoyed this reading, and if you did, then please make sure to give me a big like and to subscribe to my channel, because I post new videos every Monday and Friday, and I would love to have you stop by this side of TerraTube again sometime, okay? So I love you all so much, and I hope that you have an amazing rest of your day, friends. Mwah. Bye, guys. Hello, group 3. So if you chose this amazing skull sugar cookie, then hey, hello, friends. This is going to be the reading for you today, okay? So let's go ahead and find out what Spirit has to say for you, okay? So Spirit, for group 3, can we get some cards, please? Why do people stare at them, Spirit? Wow, guys, did you see that? That literally came out so freaking fast. Wow, that is beautiful. So can we get some extra cards, please? Why do people stare at them, Spirit? Can we get some extra cards? Why do people stare at my amazing group 1 folks? Wow, guys, the cards that are coming through are so freaking gorgeous here. So for the back of the deck energy, we have the 10 of Pentacles coming through. And then we also have the Devil. We have the Ace of Swords. We have the Sun. And then last but not least, we have the 3 of Cups. So first of all, I am seeing some Leo energy and also some Capricornian energy coming through as well. But just talking about this message, I really feel like with the Devil card coming through, you are somebody who is a very hard worker. I think that you are somebody who you are always trying to give your all into anything that you do. And so I feel like this translates in you really really being the type of person that is always trying to take on extra hours at your job. And I feel like even whenever you leave the office, you are always thinking about work. You're thinking about what you can do to try to level up at your job or at your company that you are working at. And I just think that there is this energy where sometimes you do have a hard time really leaving the office behind so that you can live your own life and be able to enjoy yourself outside of work. But I do think that whenever you do try to let off steam, whenever you are able to separate yourself from your job, I think that you are somebody who is just so fun to be around, because we literally have the Three of Cups coming through, and this talks about really going out and having a party. It talks about having a good time with a group of friends, and I really feel like wherever you go, you are like the life of the party. I feel like even whenever you are at your job, even whenever you are focused at full-heartedly on your work, I feel like whenever you talk to others, whenever you just have conversations with your coworkers, I think that you are just a really amazing person to talk to. I think that you are really fun, really funny, and people just enjoy your company. And the reason why I'm saying that is because we have the Sun card coming through, and this literally represents that Leo type of energy, and this also represents just being so freaking happy. And so I feel like you are literally like a ray of sunshine. You are the type of person who you are just so fun, so funny, like I was saying. And I just feel like whenever people are going through really, really dark moments, you are the light at the end of the tunnel for so many. And you are the type of person who you help people find reasons to smile even whenever they can't find any reason to be happy, right? And I just think that that is a reason why people stare at you. That is why people can't take their eyes off of you, because you are just like the sun contained in skin, right? And I think that people, wherever you go, they follow you because they want to talk to you. They want to hear what you're going to say next. They want to be able to be there whenever you say your next witty comment. And I just think that anytime you talk, literally the whole room quiets down so they can hear what you have to say. And I'm also getting the idea with the devil. This does talk about feeling very trapped. This talks about feeling like you are just in a place where you can't do anything, where you just feel like you are so unhappy. And so I feel like even whenever you yourself are going through moments of darkness, even whenever you feel trapped, I feel like there is always a way for you to find a sense of positivity. You are always able to be the light at the end of the tunnel for your own self, right? And I think that people just see you and the way that you are just such a force of good and such a force of positivity, and they love that and they can't take their eyes off of that. And that is why people are always staring at you. I really feel like you honestly have a really beautiful smile. I think that your smile just lights up the room, and I just think that that is just so gorgeous to freaking see. So yes, guys, I mean, at the end of the day, with the Ten of Pentacles, this talks about being very caring, really loving your friends and family members and trying to be there for them as much as possible. This talks about somebody who will always be there to provide a hand up. They will always be there to try to help anybody, right? And so I feel like you are the type of person who you are extremely loving and protective and caring of your friends and of your family members. And I just think that there are so many people that are staring at you and wishing that you could see them as part of your inner circle and see them as somebody who could be a potential friend of yours, because of the fact that they want to be be in this like wolf pack energy that you seem to have, because I feel like you are just somebody who you are so freaking loyal. I feel like once you allow somebody into your circle, like you will do anything to defend them, you will do anything to help them and to always be there for them no matter what. And I think that there are so many people that are looking at you and wishing and hoping and craving that they can be a part of your circle and be a part of your wolf pack, right? So let's go ahead and get some extra messages here. Why do people stare at them, Spirit? Why do people stare at them? Can we get some extra cards, please? Why do people stare at them? Yeah, guys, that makes so much sense. So we do have child wounded coming through, and it says right here, awakens compassion and desires to serve other wounded children, opens the learning path of forgiveness. So honestly, you could have been somebody who is a wounded child yourself. Maybe this devil energy talks about feeling very trapped by a toxic past or a toxic family that you had whenever you were younger. And I just feel like you could have really had to go through some really, really traumatic times. And I think that instead of allowing that to bring you down, instead you want to use it as a way to bring other people up. Right? Does that make sense? And I feel like you are just the type of person who you want to be able to help other people who have gone through darker moments. You want to be able to just be a force of good for anybody that needs any type of reassurance, that needs any type of guidance. And I feel like even though you are very protective and very caring of your friends and family members, I feel like you do offer that kindness and that love to other people as well. And I feel like those people who you offer that kindness and love towards, I feel like they are hoping that you will see them as somebody who would be deserving of being somebody who you would allow yourself to get closer to. Does that make sense? Because I do feel like you offer your love and kindness to absolutely everybody, but that doesn't mean that you offer your full-hearted friendship to them as well. Does that make sense? Like, there are people in your life who you see as being a part of your wolf pack. There are people, and those are the people who you really give all of your time and all of your energy to. Those are the people who you will drop everything for, to be there for them, right? And I feel like you are the type of person who you are kind and loving and friendly to everybody. But at the end of the day, you do have your inner circle. You have your main group, right? Your VIP type of peeps. And so I think that there are so many people that are hoping that they can gain access to that. They're hoping that they could go from being somebody who you are friendly and kind towards to being somebody who you will drop everything to be there for them. Does that make sense? So, yes, guys, that is why there are so many people that stare at you, because they are looking at you and they are just hoping that they can be a part of your wolf pack, right? So, let's talk about these other cards. We have Pond coming through, and we also have White Dress. We have Imprisonment, and we have No. So I'm getting the idea that when other people are feeling very imprisoned, when other people are feeling very trapped, when other people feel like there is no way that they will ever be able to get outside of this darkness and be able to be infiltrated by the light, I think that is when you come around in your beautiful white dress. I think that you are just such a force of good. You're such a force of love, of compassion. And the reason why I'm seeing that for you is because whenever I think of a white dress, whenever I see the color white, that just makes me think about innocence. It makes me think about goodness, about love. And I just think that, again, you are there for everybody. You are there to make anybody feel happy, to give a helping hand to anyone, to offer a friendly smile to absolutely anybody, right? And I just think that there are so many people that see you for all of that goodness that you have. They see you for all of that love that you have to offer. And they just find that to be so freaking incredible and so freaking gorgeous. And they just find you to be somebody who has the most gorgeous soul. So not only are you beautiful on the outside, but you are simply just so gorgeous on the inside. You just have a heart of gold. And I think that all of these people that watch you as you are there for others, all of these people that watch you as you provide your love and services to anybody that is in need, I think that they are looking at you, and again, they are hoping and wishing that they can get closer to you, that they can be more than just somebody who you helped, that they can be somebody who you look at and truly see as your best friend and even as your lover, right? And then at the end of the day, with the pond card coming through, this makes me think about sometimes there are ponds in our path, and you can either choose to try to get mad because there's this big pond in front of you, or you can choose to make the most of it and splash around in those big pond puddles, right? Guys, I feel like a pond is like bigger than a puddle, but I don't know, like in this card it looks like a big puddle. Okay, so I think that you are the type of person who you look at these big puddles in your life, and instead of being mad that these puddles are in your way, you find a way to be happy and to find a sense of joy, and you play in those puddles, you splash around in those muddy puddles, right? And you just have such a good time. And so I think that it is in the way that you can not only go through these darker moments, not only go through your own dungeon moments, but you are also able to go through these moments and find ways to be happy. You can always find ways to just get up and dance and to have a good time. And it is in the way that you can not only be happy whenever you are going through happier times, but also be happy whenever you are going through darker times, that people stare at you, that people can't stop looking at you because they just see you as somebody who is just the sun, just a happy person in general. And I think that people see that and they just find it to be so charming and disarming and gorgeous and sweet. And I just think that so many people see you as somebody who is just fun. They just love being around you because you just make people happy, right? So yes, guys, that is why people stare at you. Okay, so yeah, that is the end of this reading today. I hope that you have enjoyed this reading, and if you did, then please make sure to give me a big like and to subscribe to my channel because I post new videos every Monday and Friday, and I would love to have you stop by this side of TerraTube again sometime, okay? So I love you all so much, and I hope that you have an amazing rest of your day, friends, okay? Mwah. Bye, guys.